This end of the year, we need some measure. The idea of counting time is because we need some measure, we need some kind of milestone just to know are we going forward or backward in our lives. I want you to look you as a human being, not your business, not your career, not other things, those things matter, but you take care of that. But as a human being, have you moved forward or backward? This is something that you have to evaluate today. You must evaluate every night. But if you're a lousy accountant of life, at least once a year you must evaluate. If you evaluate once a decade, it'll be too late, believe me. You can't fix it. Once a day, once a week, once a month, if you're evaluating, you will be able to take corrective measures in one's life. At least once a year, if you're evaluating, have I moved forward as a human being or have I become backward? How I was, am I a little more joyful human being? Am I a little more relaxed? Am I a little more compassionate? Am I a little more loving? You just have to check. Don't go by your family's judgment because there may be many local prejudice. Even if you've taken a positive steps, somebody else may be saying something, so I don't want somebody else's evaluation of who you are. Within yourself, sincerely you look and see, have you moved forward as a human being? Because you're 1 year closer to your grave. Suppose you and me die tomorrow morning, are we dying as a little better human beings than what we were a year ago? This is an important question. Suppose we die, there's no regret. If we live as better human beings, wonderful for us, wonderful for everybody around us. Suppose we die, at least there's no regret, what a horrible creature I am and I'm dying, and everybody will be glad, that's different. They're joyful because of your presence is good, they're joyful because you're absent is not a good thing. It's important to check this. And the coming year, you must have a plan. I want you to have a clear-cut plan. How am I going to be a better human being? What is my plan? You must have a plan of your own. Don't wait for cosmic geometry to come together. Only because cosmic geometry is perfect, it is going on, isn't it? You don't worry about where the stars are, what is the arrangement, is it okay, not okay, it's perfect. It is you. Are you going to ride it or are you going to be crushed by it? That's a question. So you must have a clear-cut plan. How am I going to be a better human being within myself? What happens around you is a consequence of the way the world is running and the way we conduct things, many things. Consequences are okay, but how we are is very important because this is what determines the quality of who we are. What happens, we have little more, little less, this happens, that happens, that is not the quality of your life. That is just the content of your life. Content should not decide the quality, it is always the context which decides the quality of one's life. So the coming year, the plan must be good, a workable plan. I want you to be an ambitious plan, not a stupid, silly, tiny little plan, a very ambitious plan. The coming year, we have a clear-cut plan and we work through the plan, a deliverable plan, an ambitious one, not a small one. I want all of you to evolve a plan like that. Whatever is your idea of being better human being, you don't have to go by my prescriptions, but if you're better, you must be functioning within yourself at least with less friction, less struggle, less turmoil. That's an indication that you're better. The year is coming to a close. What should I plan for my next year? So I would like you to count every day as 1 year. Big celebration. Why is a new day, which starts in a most glorious way all over the world, spectacular sunrises happen. So, when such a spectacular event is happening every day in the morning, why is it not a new beginning? Every day is a new beginning. No, I'm saying even 1st of January is the same thing. It is also worthy of celebration, but I'm saying every day it begins in such a grand way, it is worthy of celebration. Only problem is, your mental cycles have gotten into this phase that it needs a whole lot of support and preparation and lot of things. this happened. Shankaran Pillai had attended a satsang like this and he took this seriously. And every day in the evening, he was at the bar drinking away. And every day he was late to his work. And the boss was just about to fire him. He was done with him, he told him any number of times, but he always came an hour, hour and a half late. And then he had a friend who also was his bar colleague. So, but that guy was going to office bang on time. So Shankaran Pillai, how do you manage this? Both of us go home at the same time, both of us drink about the same quantities, but you're always at the office on time. So the friend said, what I do is, see, normally we are going home by 12 o'clock, I sleep immediately. At 2 o'clock in the morning, I wake up and have another shot of whiskey. I sleep. At 4 o'clock, I wake up and have another 2 shots of whiskey, and then I wake up at 8 o'clock and I'm 9 o'clock in the office. Shankaran Pillai thought, let me also try it. And he went and tried the same thing. And to his amazement, he woke up at 8:30 and he rushed to the office. He made it just before 9:30. The boss was furious. He said, this is it, you're done, you're fired. He said, why? Every day I was coming an hour, hour and a half late. Today I'm only 27 minutes late. What do you mean 27 minutes? Where were you on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday? So where were you all these 364 or 3 days? And suddenly you're in a celebration mode. Everybody should ask this question to themselves. Why is it that you are not celebrating these 364 days? Only one day you're trying to celebrate. I'm not trying to say you never were happy, you never were joyful this year, but I'm saying it's extremely important because the nature of life is, it's rolling away. That's what a new year means. That is, it's not stopping for you. Time is rolling away. Time is rolling away means life is rolling away. You need to really examine this whole year. Have you been busy or have you been preoccupied? You think if your RPM in the head increases, you're busy? No, you're not busy, you become inefficient. To generate one sensible thought, you are generating 10,000 thoughts, that is inefficiency. So this inefficiency, do not call it busy, this is just preoccupation. This preoccupation has become a global phenomenon now because people do not know how to sit, how to breathe, how to hold themselves up. The most sophisticated technology on the planet is this one. Nothing has been done this coming year. I hope every one of you will address this fundamental aspect. Are you living to be free, to be liberated, or are you living just to establish more and more bondage in your life? So at a time like this, or at any time, an intelligent human being will make use of every situation for his or her growth. A fool will make every situation turn against themselves and cause pain to themselves and to everybody around them. So, if you lived a year full of foolishness and suddenly tomorrow morning with resolution you will come awake, no, one has to strive. But at the same time, a human being can make up their mind. If you're going this way, you can make up your mind, turn around and go this way. You have the ability to do this. I'm telling you, you are the only one who has the ability to do it upon this planet as a human being. All other creatures are ruled by pre-existing definitions within themselves. They can only do that which they are programmed for. This is the only one which is largely unprogrammed. So you can make up your mind, you can make a conscious decision as to how I will be. This is not a small privilege. This is the highest privilege and freedom that has been entrusted upon life upon this planet. So people always asking me, Sadhguru, what about the New Year resolution, what should we take? And I've taken many times and it didn't work, so what should I do? You should not take any New Year resolutions because you cannot decide what you will do considering a particular date. If you want to make some change in your life, whatever you wanted to quit, you don't have to quit something. All you have to do is, you must move from compulsive behavior to a conscious behavior. If you have to become conscious, you must be in a certain sense of exuberance within you, certain joy within you. Have you noticed, when you're happy, you can forego many compulsions, You're very happy, normally you sit only in that place. You're very happy, somebody pushes you, it's okay, When you're unhappy, can we push you? When they're unhappy, they're behaving like concrete blocks. They can only be like this. So, what you need is not a resolution, forcefully changing something. What you need is consciousness. How do I get there? Well, you need to work on enhancing your energy to a higher level of exuberance. If you're a little more exuberant, you'll naturally be conscious. If your experience of life is very pleasant, you will be conscious.